loves, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing really well. I said I was going to do a little get ready with me this weekend. I'm going out tonight for dinner with one of my friends and I thought I would sit down and do my makeup with you. I've already got my hair in pound curls and what is this one doing at the front? It's going a bit ski with, but I thought this would be a nice opportunity for me to sit and do some makeup with yous. I'm not going to do it as a tutorial, but what I will do is link all my products below and you'll be able to kind of see what I'm doing as I'm chatting. I did put a little question box on my Instagram, both on my personal page and on my home page, and yeah, I got some nice questions from you guys, so I thought this could just be a really relaxed, chilled video, a way of you guys getting to know me a little better, because the last time I did a Q&A was a long time ago, and yeah, my life's quite different to what it was then. So yeah, I'm not going to bore you with too much rambling at the beginning and we will just get started. So I'm starting with my favourite product, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I recently changed the shade that I use in the Flawless Filter. I used to use 4.5, which to be honest, see on days when I wasn't really wearing much makeup, which tends to be more often than not. Like I'm going out tonight and I've just decided I'm not doing like a big heavy glam because I'm only going out for dinner. And I always feel like then you need to come in and take all your makeup off. I'm just more into like a no makeup look, and I love my skin being able to breathe. Speaking of skin, I have been using makeup wipes this week to take my makeup off just out of sheer laziness, whereas I've religiously been cleansing my skin pretty much since we moved into this house. I basically just didn't buy any face wipes for moving and then just kind of kept with that because it was making me not take the easy route of face wipes. And this week, out of laziness, I've had makeup on twice this week and I've used makeup wipes, and look at my chin. My skin has not been problematic or flared up or any form of spots at all for like 8 months. So that is just proven that face wipes are the devil and we should all bin them. Shock, I was getting sidetracked already. I got a new shade in this, actually not intentionally. Basically when I went to get a new one, they didn't have the shade 4.5, so I said to the girl, like, what do you have? And she said, I have shade 3, and oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. I just think that is a lot more natural looking. I can wear that on its own. It just gives that nice kind of like sheen to the skin. It gives you a healthy glow, whereas the 4.5, with me being blonde and stuff as well, was a little bit orange. Yeah, shade 3 for the win. I did already do my brows and my primer off camera. I will link everything below, but brows, me trying to do brows and chat, it just takes me way too long. So I like to do my brows first and then I like to do my eyes. Oh yeah, that might be back to front for some people, but it's just a way that I like to do it. I've just realised that I've not brought my little eyeshadow palette over, so let me go and grab that. Also, if the light starts to dip in and out, I'm just sitting in front of my window. I thought I would try the natural light rather than setting up like my ring light and stuff, so hence why I'm on the floor. The dressing room does get nice light at this time of day though, but it's like a bit showery outside. It's like that weird summer weather. It honestly baffles me that we had like 27-degree heat 3 days ago and now it's back to being 16 degrees, blustery, weird like September style weather. So let's just jump in with some questions. I've just screenshot them here, so I'll just answer them at random. Let's start with this one actually. How are you finding your new house and your new routine? Honestly, I absolutely love having my own house. Like I was talking in a vlog the other day about how every day in this house is literally a pinch me moment for me. When I drive home, I'm just like, wow, that's our house. When I get up in the morning and come downstairs, I'm just like I love everything about our house and our space and all the wee routines I have. Honestly, I just find the most joy in the simplest things these days. Like, see when I get up in the morning and I make my coffee and like I take a wee video of it or a wee picture of it for my homepage. Like I've been able to take it into the office this week, which has been so nice. But even like if I just sit in the living room or if I come up to bed and have my coffee in bed, like I just absolutely love it. And I also enjoy my own company. Like I spend a lot of time on my own, but I really wouldn't have it any other way. Like I spend a lot of time with my mum. She comes to see me quite a lot and she helps with work and stuff, so that's always good. I feel like I make a lot more effort with family and I feel like vice versa. Like I see my brother a lot more now as well and it's really like quality time. I spend a lot more time with my dad. Obviously if you watched my moving vlogs, I can't watch them now because I just think it's quite funny to be honest, but like I was an emotional wreck when I was moving because obviously I was so excited about this new chapter, but I was so sad to be leaving like my family home, and we are quite a close family and stuff. And yeah, I honestly like the first like month in my house, I think it was worse because my mum and dad had went to Florida, so it wasn't just like they were like round the corner, and it was a lot of new things and like dealing with a lot of adult things, and there's not really like a manual. Like a lot of people message me and say like, what would you like, you know, get any tips or anything like that for moving or first time buyers or like, you know, moving into your first house. And honestly, like we're all just winging it. Like I just don't know why they don't teach you half this stuff at school, because if you go from obviously living at home to then having full-blown responsibilities, which more often than not is stuff that you've never dealt with before, it can be really overwhelming. But honestly, I feel like I've got myself into a good routine now. Like, I'm good at keeping on top of everything in the house. I enjoy doing everything in the house. Like, because it's your own space, you want to keep it all nice and stuff. I also feel like I'm in a really good routine with, I don't really tend to sit down. Like, I feel like before, I don't really know what I used to do with my time before, because now I'm up much earlier than I used to be, and like I'm always doing stuff throughout the day, that there's always something that needs to be done. But honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I feel so lucky to have this home, and yeah, I just feel grateful every single day. And yeah, I'm loving all of my little routine. This Vive Essentials palette, if you don't have it, you must get it. It's honestly my go-to. I use all the shades in here all the time. I use it a lot on like TikTok and on my reels on Instagram. My favourite shade is the shade Chow, which is like an orangey colour. I'm just swiping that in to my crease. I'm also kind of just putting the colour all over because I'm keeping my eyes quite light tonight. I used this eyebrow pencil on my Instagram stories recently, and I was saying how I love it because you can use it as an eyebrow pencil, as an eyeliner, and to create freckles. So tonight I'm using it to create a little wing. It's really blendable as well. I just quickly did my mascara, and that's pretty much it for the eyes. I'm going to put on some little corner eyelashes. I got some new ones from Doll Beauty the other day, so we can take a little look at them together. Somebody asked what age I was. I am 27, which I feel like age definitely is just a number, and as I get older, like, I like the person I'm becoming as I get older, if that makes sense. I'm definitely not like worried about getting older. Obviously now I'm on that side of 20s, like I'm in my late 20s now. I feel like I'm happy to be this age. And I've heard that your life gets really good in your 30s because like you're more sure of yourself. So yeah, 27 over here. A couple questions about holidays. Do we have any holidays planned? Any holidays planned this year? Somebody's asked, where are you going on holiday this year? So I am super excited for our holiday this year. We are going to Spain in August, and it's actually my gran and papa's house that we're going to stay in. I used to go there all the time when I was younger, and Chris, my brother, Fiona and I were all supposed to go last year, but obviously remember all the whole green countries, red countries, like the whole situation with COVID and everything last year. Yeah, obviously the whole situation last year, holidays were kind of like touch and go. We had booked our holiday, I think it was like back in February, with the hope that by the summer things would have been a lot better and holidays would have been a go. But our flights actually ended up getting cancelled, so Chris had the time booked off work already. So what we ended up doing was Ibiza went green last year, literally with the dates that he had off, so we quickly booked that. But we only went away for 4 days, I think it was. Like everyone else, we actually haven't had a long holiday for quite a while, so I'm really excited to get away and enjoy some sunshine. So we're going away in August, and like I said, it's my gran and papa's house, and it's just outside Marbella. So we're going to be hiring a car, and I'm super excited because it's going to just be a really nice chilled time. We're going for quite a wee while, so it means there's not going to be that kind of rush of getting so many things done at once. I feel like we went to Ibiza last year, we were only there for 4 days, so it was like lots of reservations and different things. Yeah, it'll just be really nice to have a relaxing time and spend time at the beach. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to all of the holiday vibes. And then we also have Paris booked for October, which I am just so excited for. Paris is probably one of my favourite places, and I feel like it's going to suit me and Chris to a T. We just love to like stroll about and go for coffees and yeah, just go for like long walks and things. So we have that to look forward to in October. I was actually out earlier at TK Maxx, and they've got all of the Halloween stuff in store already. I'm honestly so excited for Halloween this year because we didn't have our house last year, and I was gutted because I want to do all the Halloween decor. So I was having a little nosy at all of those bits when I was out there. I didn't buy anything because I do feel it's a wee bit early, but I've heard you're supposed to actually buy because all the good stuff goes out of stock quite quickly. I had a couple of questions about Lala the Label. If you don't know what Lala the Label is, or if you're just following me, then you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But Lala the Label is my own clothing brand, which is actually going to be 4 next week, which is just mental because it's changed and evolved so much since then. And yeah, it's my baby and I absolutely love it. We're currently doing a lot of changes. We're doing quite a lot of changes on the back end. Our website has been completely changed. Obviously, I'm now in a completely different setup. So the whole stockroom situation, if you've not been following me for a while, you probably never have kind of heard me speaking about this, but all my stock used to be in a room at my mum and dad's house. Obviously I have moved, so part of buying a house, part of that whole process was making sure I found a house that had space for all of my stock. So when I come back from my holiday, we're going to be starting doing the kind of, it's not a renovation of the garage, but just changing some things in the garage and setting up all of my rails just so that all of my stock can be in the garage, because right now one of our spare bedrooms has a lot of my stock in it. A lot of the questions there were basically saying what's happening with Lala, like have I stopped doing it? So no, like I said, we are changing things just now. So I closed the website just so we could do some changes. We do have new stock coming really soon. That's all been designed, it's all been made, and yeah, it's on its way to us. So as soon as that arrives, our new website's going to launch. So that's coming within the next few weeks, and I'm honestly so excited. With Lala, we tend to thrive in the kind of colder months. I also love the fashion in the colder months as well, and I'm a lot more creative with what I want to bring out and stuff. So we have a lot of stuff coming for autumn winter that we've been working on for quite a while. Obviously it seems as if like I've maybe just forgotten about it for a while there, but behind the scenes I've honestly been working so hard, and I'm really excited to bring out some new bits. If you're interested in what we're bringing out, you might have seen some sneak peeks on my Instagram, and also in the vlog that'll be out after this. You might see what's to come in that. Somebody's asked, can you show your jewellery? And then somebody else has said, like, can you show how you store all your jewellery? I am going to be doing a little wardrobe tour, wardrobe organisation video, probably when I come back from my holiday, and that ties in quite nicely with the fact I've had so many questions about the dressing room and the wardrobes and the wardrobe handles and like just everything to do with this room. Lots of nice compliments on my house actually as well, which I really do appreciate. Yeah, I have actually filmed the whole process of doing this wardrobe room, but I'm basically very picky and wanted to kind of give you an inside tour of all the drawers, and I wasn't really happy with some of the storage, so that is why it's taken a little bit of time. So there will be like a kind of wardrobe dressing room reveal, the same way there's been one for the bedroom, and there's also going to be one for the office. So all the details for like my wardrobe will be in that, and in that there will be like the jewellery storage and everything. Somebody's asking about the new teeth. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that the other day I put up some stories talking about getting some composite bonding. So I'm actually going for my first proper appointment on Monday. Honestly, so excited about this whole process. So I explained this briefly in my vlog that's coming out next week, but in case you don't want to watch that, I'll explain it on here. I am getting composite bonding on my top teeth. I wanted to get bonding done last year. It's been something that probably since the pandemic my teeth have just bothered me. Obviously I do a lot of filming, and when you're editing yourself back, yeah, you just notice a lot of like little things that probably most people wouldn't notice. But I've always been a teeth person, and I did have dental work when I was younger, and just feel that as I've got older, my teeth I just don't love my smile as much as I used to. So I'm always one of those people who like, if you can get something fixed, then go for it. So I am working with Dr. Debbie. I'm being totally transparent about this. I went to see her last week and just got such good vibes from her. I feel like she's going to give me the exact result that I'm looking for, and I'm just so excited to feel really confident in my teeth again. So the question that's been asked is, did you have to get Invisalign before composite bonding? Your teeth are so straight. So no, I have never had Invisalign, but I had behind the teeth braces when I think I must have been about 18. I was definitely a teenager, 18, 19. I got behind the teeth braces because if you are in the UK or in Scotland, I don't know if it's the same down south, but it's like a thing up here. They used to give braces out to like absolutely anybody, but unfortunately when I went, basically they'd like changed the system and I didn't meet the requirements to have braces. I had like one tooth at the front that was slightly squint, and to be honest it wasn't really that bad, and I was a teenager at the time, so I was like, I don't really want braces. Fast forward to a couple of years later, and the tooth that was quite squint started to just kind of twist a bit more. Obviously as you like get older, your teeth all move and stuff, so it started to bother me, and at that stage I looked into getting my teeth done privately. I ended up getting the top 6 teeth straightened and the bottom 6 teeth straightened. It was behind the teeth braces, and my camera just died on me there. So no, I haven't had any Invisalign recently, but I did have my teeth straightened when I was younger, and I do have a permanent kind of wire that I wear on the bottom set of teeth and on the top, which does help to keep your teeth in place. My top teeth, this is really weird to do this, but my top teeth have slightly moved, but I do have a pretty straight smile, so I am a good candidate for going basically straight in with composite bonding. I don't really need a lot of prep work. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be documenting that full process, probably just throughout my weekly vlogs. So yeah, if you do watch me regularly, why can't I say regularly? Regularly, I can't even say that, but if you do watch my videos a lot, then you will hopefully see new teeth really soon. Eyelashes I'm using are the half lashes from Vive. They are quite full looking, but yeah, I don't know, I just never really know what eyelashes to wear anymore. These ones are Vive HL2. Let me see, are they going to be too full? Oh god, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to like these. I'm also just so obsessed with cream products now. Like, I don't really tend to use powder, but I'm going to use my two OGs tonight and we'll see how it turns out. Oh, there's a question there actually. Favourite blush. So, cream blush. My favourite is probably, well, for nighttime, this one, which is the one I've got on here. So this is the NARS Orgasm, I said that word there, Orgasm Liquid Blush. And then I really like the Pixie Beauty, is it Blush on the Go? I like to just wear that with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. And yeah, it just gives you kind of like rosy, healthy glow. I always put my blush on my nose, which gives you a little sun-kissed look. This is a good one to answer actually. How do you cope with the pressures of your job, like comparing yourself to others, etc.? I have been doing this for a job for quite a while now, and honestly, like the pressures of the job and like comparing yourself to others, it never really gets any easier. What has kind of given me comfort throughout the years, and especially in the last year, is that everyone does just genuinely show their highlight reel on Instagram. No one's really showing, well, actually, in saying that, people are a lot better now at showing like all different sides of their life, in the sense that a lot of people do show, you know, when they're suffering from anxiety, and a lot of things aren't as taboo, and we do talk about a lot more, which I do think is a good side of social media. But yeah, it can be quite difficult sometimes where you're looking and you're thinking, you know, certain people maybe seem like they've got this, or they look a certain way, and it can be quite hard to like not compare yourself. I feel like in the last 6 months, especially this year, I've had to kind of just take a bit of a step back. Like, obviously still doing all my working things, but it mentally can be quite challenging, and I don't always cope with it the best, to be honest. But for me, like, I feel like what's really helped is my personal life is it's not very different to what you see online, but what I mean is, like, I'm not really in the whole social media side of things. So like, all of my friends have really normal jobs. I spend a lot of time with my family. Chris obviously doesn't do this as a job. So yeah, I feel like surrounding yourself with people who don't maybe do the same thing as you is always a really good thing. The other thing I would say is, a lot of my friends have normal jobs, like I said, but we all compare ourselves to others. I don't really think it's because this is my job. I think we are, as humans, just always going to be a bit tough on ourselves sometimes. So yeah, I do struggle with it sometimes, but I also absolutely love this job and being creative and creating content, and all the opportunities it's brought me over the years. Like, I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. So yeah, it's got its pro points and it's got its cons, but that's the same with everything in life, isn't it? As predicted, the eyelashes were a lot, and I've ended up actually cutting the corner lashes in half. That's still giving more than I was hoping it would, but anyways. This is a new lip liner that I got from Doll Beauty. I showed you guys, well, you won't actually have seen that haul, but you'll see it soon. A little haul of all the bits that I got from Doll Beauty. And this lip liner is one of them. It's in the shade Dream On. Somebody said, could you link all of your bedding please? I'm in desperate need. So if you go to the bedroom vlog, or the bedroom transformation reveal, I can't remember what I called it, I'll link it below, but all the details are in the description, like all the links are in there. And yeah, I go through all the bedding in that vlog, so you'll see it there. What's your favourite album to listen to when winding down? Honestly, I'm just such a sucker for a sad song. Like, at one point I was listening to so much sad music when I was driving, and this was also going on like at the start of this year, like the last kind of 6 months, where yeah, I was just a wee bit all over the place. I feel like my music choice wasn't helping that. But in saying that, this is my go-to on Spotify. You literally cannot beat Adele Radio. It's just got so many good, like, proper ballads in it, and I just love singing a good ballad in the car. Just like really good sing your heart out songs. Also, album that I really like to listen to is Celine Dion. Celine Dion will be forever one of my favourite singers. Had a couple questions about wedding, are we planning a wedding, are we getting married, and someone also asked when we got engaged. So I'll answer all of that as a winner. So we got engaged literally around about the same time that we got our house, about 8 months ago. He actually proposed in our living room, which at the time was just all concrete, so that made our first home even more special, and it was honestly perfect in every way. And honestly, we have no wedding plans and no plans to wedding plan. I just have never been overly bothered about the actual marriage part, as in like the big day. Obviously I would love to get married, and I'd love to have like the same second name as kids and stuff like that, so we will get married, but I just don't, like, we both kind of agreed that having like a big day or like a big party celebration isn't really for us. Like, we're just, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people, I was talking about this the other day, a lot of people maybe have like a wedding venue in mind for like when they get engaged. They're like, as soon as they're engaged, like they're down to that venue, they're viewing it, they're booking it, and they're getting married 2 years later. That's just never really been a thing for me. Like, there's nowhere really in Scotland that I envisaged myself getting married. Like, there's just nowhere that I'm like, that's where we want to go. So I do think we're probably going to get married abroad, but I think for us, we kind of like the idea of maybe having kids first. So yeah, we're probably going to have a longer engagement. I really love the idea of getting engaged. Like, I was really excited for that, and obviously we've bought our house and we're just enjoying like this time just now. I think I'd like to go on a couple more holidays, and yeah, we've got other things we want to do at our house, and weddings are expensive, and see, when you're not like overly sure what you want to do, like, I don't know, I just don't want to, I'm not really interested in planning anything right now, so I want to do it when it's something I'm really excited about and want to like give all my attention to. Like I said, I think we had quite a few conversations, and I think we like the idea of potentially having kids first. So yeah, I cannot wait for when we do get married, and like the big dress and all the stuff that goes along with it. So as always, I was rushing at the end, so I've taken my hair out now, and this is a little finished makeup look. I can't seem to find the shirt to match my trousers, so we've got a bit of a different outfit than I originally planned. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little chatty get ready with me. Let me know if you want another video like that. I think I'll probably need to sit and film a proper, just like sit down with a coffee and chat, because there were still quite a lot of questions there that I never got to. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch a video by me, and I will see you in the next one really, really soon.